Alright, still in the process of gutting this, trying to figure out what's what. So far I'm doing a pretty good job. As you can tell from this title screen, it's coming along swimmingly. Admittedly, I still have a long way to go. I wasn't kidding when I said I was gonna make, you know, my own personal lore friendly but heavily modified game here. It's naturally a Berserk game that I'm trying to make. I have no plans of changing these classes that I have set up here. I think they're pretty good. Probably should pick Type B for that. The Skull Knight. This is a new set that I found here. Yeah, recently released. Aside from the cosmetic overhauls and of course the starting classes reworked, I also went through and modified all of my custom or personally made favorites or my slider presets. As you can see, here's Guts from Berserk, Casca from Berserk. Did some tweaking to her, specifically to her face. She has a custom face, personally made face. I found a better looking Griffith, a more girly, more chick-like looking face. Then of course my Lord of the Ring characters. It's pretty much flawless. The only character I ever go back and tweak is really Legolas. I tweak Legolas quite often. I want him to be perfect. Orlando Bloom has a very distinctive face that I feel like other sliders don't capture. Here's a more simplistic version of Seikiro, or Wolf from Seikiro. There's another version of his character that's more detailed, but I don't think it looks like the game. So I chose to use this one for my preset. Geralt from Witcher, Ciri, of course. She's a heavily modified version of Ciri. I tweaked her body, of course, to make her you know, shape more like Ciri. I made her head slightly bigger. Few tweaks to her skin. You'll notice Gerald and Ciri actually have pinkish or European looking skin. Thought that was pretty important. We got Kratos. This is old school Kratos, new school Kratos, or old. This is actually the old Kratos from 5. Wolverine or Logan or Hugh Jackman. Of course, him with a damaged face. Got Hellboy. Oh, Raziel. This is new or not modified. This is evolved Raziel from the cutscene in the Legacy of the Soul Reaver game. Of course, Link from Zelda had to make a Link build. This is actually custom made. I saw another Link build out there. I think he was too muscular. He was like too lean, too straight, too wiry looking, and also his face. I didn't care for the face. I didn't think his eyes were big enough, and his face, the shape of his face wasn't proper in my opinion. But it's all opinions. For this showcase, I'm gonna pick Guts. Of course, I'm gonna pick Guts. Okay. You notice when I say I gutted the game, I wasn't kidding. I went through and I even changed out icons for hairs that I've integrated into the game. I will be doing that for every hair that I add. Okay, there's also another promise I made. Not promise, but there's also something else I said I would do that I'm working on. Which I'll showcase in a second here. This never matters. Alright, got Guts. Just gonna start a fresh game here. I probably shouldn't be running this in 4K. This recorder tends to kill my FPS, but let's just give it a try. I'm gonna upload the video in 2K, so I don't even think it matters that I'm running it in 4K. I'm gonna skip the cutscene here. I believe in the previous video I said I would change the icons for the weapons, and I also said I would fix the armor and weapon names. Aside from that, I also did a ton of UI tweaks again to clean the UI up so that it's not so in the way. As you can see, the UI is red now. I went in, the newest change I've made to the UI, of course, is the keys. I changed all the keys to red to match the aesthetic of this new UI I've created here. So I kept my word. Here's his armor set. As you can see, the Black Swordman Greaves. You have the Black Swordman Gauntlet. You have the Black Swordman armor. As you can see, I kept my word. I went through and I replaced everything with what's appropriate. Let me take this off. I don't like this. Sorry. There's certain things I don't wear in my character when I play with them. I know I could use the poise from the mask, but I don't really care enough to keep it. Aside from that, I have a mod called Longer Swords. It basically makes all the default swords way longer than they are by default. That's a necessity. It's a must have for me at least. Aside from all of the armors and weapons, getting done like I said I would, I also went ahead and I replaced UI assets for items. As you can see there, I changed the name of the finger that you get in this first area to used Behelit, and I also changed the icon from that weird finger to an actual used Behelit. It's more like a freshly, to me, the used Behelit icon is more like a freshly used Behelit. It's like right after an eclipse. But I thought it through and I made sure to integrate those Behelits in a proper way. You'll also notice my reshade. This reshade simply, I get Tolkien was trying to, Martin, R.R. Martin was trying to add more color to the game, but it was a little too much. It was kind of jarring. It annoyed me a little bit. So I have a reshade on that pretty much blends the environment so that all of the colors properly mix. It's not so Disney. And the end result is gorgeous. It feels like I'm playing a gritty medieval game, i.e., of course, Berserk. Trying to think here. There isn't really much more to show. I want to keep the video short, but later on in the game, I can show a plethora of different icons and things like that I've replaced also. But I'll do that in a later video. This is just me showing that I kept my word. And I am gutting this game and I am properly renaming and replacing things throughout it in a professional and concise manner. You guys can follow suit, you guys can listen, but let's be honest here. None of you guys are going to listen to my words. You're just going to see my progress and then probably ask me for what I have. Um, I'm doing this because I want to motivate the rest of you guys to modify your game because this is the end result. You can have, what From Software was trying to make, a Berserk game. I'll showcase more later down the lines. I'm going to keep the video under 10 minutes. Everybody out there, be safe. God bless.